So if you decide not to invest your money in an annuity, you have lots of other choices. So let's talk about the principal. There's a lot of people out there that don't want to touch their principal. They just want to live off the interest of an account. I'm going to explain why in 2026, living off of interest is not that pretty right now, because it is appealing to have your principal, to have you put $300,000 into something and just to get the interest off and live up. That's what is ideal for most people. Let's say you want to roll your 401k to an IRA CD. It is making 4%. That's about what they're paying right now. So I just want to kind of look at that and walk through that for a second. Put $300,000 and roll it to an IRA CD at a bank. It's paid 4%. That means you can get $1,000 a month. That's not terrible. Here's what you'll have to do though. You're going to be the one to initiate everything. You're going to have to go to your 401k place at your work and tell them you've decided you want to roll your money to an IRA CD at a bank, and you're going to have to get the paperwork. Then you're going to have to go and run all around and find out what you want to do with it. So there's a lot of work involved if you don't have someone helping you out. It's just too much for most people because you've been working in your career, whatever you've done, I'm sure you're good at it, but you haven't been like dealing with financial stuff your whole life. Not only is it physically exhausting to go to the bank and all that, but it's emotionally and mentally exhausting as well. It goes back to that decision fatigue, where if you have too many things coming at you, you're just stressed out. You can't think about just normal things like going and eating a bowl of ice cream. You can't think about that because you've got to be thinking about, okay, what is that going to do? What do I need to do next? Be on your game. And it's going to be almost like another job. Having an annuity with automated income that comes to your account every month is ideal because it's less hassle. An annuity helps, the automation of it helps. Because if you have like that situation just walked you through with the IRA CD, you have to go through and do all the work. You have to find out the rate, go to the bank, get them to fill out the form. Then you have to kind of just do too much work. Your money will be safe, but that's not ideal. But that is one option. And I'm going to go through all the others eventually with you as well. The pros of that would be you don't touch your $300,000. Nope, it sits there and that's not being spent or anything. It's not invested. It's not a risk. What does it cost if you don't invest in an annuity? If you don't invest in an annuity, number one, you won't get enough income. I told you about the CD. That's not that much income, $1,000 a month. That's okay, but it's not that much. It's a lot of work. The second thing is that you might outlive your money. You're not touching your principal, but you don't have any guarantee that's saying, hey, this is going to last the rest of your life or anything like that. It gives you no emotional support. And then you're just exhausted from the runaround of it. You're just exhausted by the hassle. So not making enough interest, not having it automated, not having it income for life, all of those are just cons. One good thing, you keep your principal, but that's not enough, I would say. Hassle that you have to deal with to even keep that principal is honestly not really worth it. You're not receiving sufficient income. You don't have lifetime income. That's just too much. You move the money to the bank account after you fill out the paperwork. You had to drive there and you had to ask about the IRAs. You had to decide how you want to take it, all of that. I'm trying to help you get educated so that you can make a decision as to if this is the route you want to go in this situation. So this is probably just the hardest part because once you make the decision, you're going to be fine. But before that, it is a challenge because you've got to weigh all these options. And there are so many people on the internet and there's so much information, just so much everywhere. I do hope this has helped. And if you haven't subscribed, if you don't mind subscribing, thanks for being here, y'all.